I don't know exactly when.
Hey, what's up with it? BossMackTopSoil in the building, man. Doing my thing, man. Tapping in, man. Live trial coverage. We tapping in like a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm talking about? We tapping in.
Nightstand on the right side of the bed in Johnny and Amber's bedroom in PH3.
Here we go.
It has a lamp that's fallen down.
What's good, everybody out there?
Half a lemon.
Shouts out to everybody out there tapping in right now with the BossMackTopSoil in the AM for the trial coverage, man.
A bottle of Tums, a bottle of tea.
Currently in progress.
And a small blue book.
Salute, salute.
I can't make out what that is.
Did you ever know Amber to break glass next to her bed?
Salute, salute.
No.
And we are underway right now. We're underway right now. We're underway.
What's your knowledge about Mr. Depp's tendency to break things made of glass?
Salute.
My knowledge is that...
Let me know where you tapping in from.
I saw him do it once, and then I saw the aftermath of him breaking...
M. Keller, what's up with it? I see you, peoples.
And on that evening in December...
We're a little late this morning, but we back at it.
That we've been discussing. Did you see broken glass around the residence?
Yes.
Let's go to the next picture. December 2015 ALH.
The bitch looks distressed. Like she had a long night.
You've seen this picture before.
She had a long ass night.
This is a picture of the platform bed.
Rocky Red, Philly tapping in, ATL tapping in.
The edge of the platform bed has a shard of wood that has broken off onto the floor.
Did you take this picture?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that bitch took the pictures. Oh, wow.
Either the night of
I remember that.
or the next day.
And when you say event, are you referring to, what are you
For
referring
sure.
to?
The December 15th event that we've been speaking about.
You said December 15th. You mean December 2015?
Yes, sorry, 2015.
Where is this bed in the residence?
This is in the
How's that trial volume
floor.
out there?
It's the middle penthouse between the main residence, PH3, Amber's closet, PH5. This is the one of the rooms that you walk through to get to go through the upper story of the homes.
Hit the likes on the way in.
Have you ever known Miss Heard to destroy a bed frame?
No.
Have you ever known? Go ahead. Sorry.
No.
100 for
Have
sure.
you ever known Miss Heard to destroy furniture generally?
No.
Miss Pennington, in all the photos that you have taken of...
Is this the... They switched up the attorneys on the
incidents or the aftermath of incidents.
They switched up the attorneys.
Amber and Johnny. Have you ever done anything to alter those photos or, you know, make them appear to depict something that wasn't actually there or wasn't actually real?
No.
I want to talk about the day of the Late Late Show. When I say that, Do you understand I'm referring to Amber's appearance on the James Corden show?
Yes.
The Late Late Show with James Corden.
Hit the likes on the way in.
Were you with Amber when she got ready for her appearance on that show?
Yes.
Who else was present?
A dear that who's her hairstylist, Melanie, her makeup artist, and Samantha, her stylist.
Were you there when her hair and makeup was being styled or put on before her appearance on James Corden?
Yes.
Did you see anyone paint on a wound on her lip or put makeup on her face to make it appear that there was a wound on her lip?
Amber looking good today. Switched up the look.
Did you observe anyone
Amber got
ripping clumps of her hair out of her head?
She got like a Marilyn Monroe going today.
No.
A bitch got a Marilyn Monroe going.
Did you to the extent that it's alleged that Miss Heard had no injuries when she went on the James Corden show, what is your reaction to that?
My reaction is that that is a false assessment or statement.
And what's the basis for that testimony?
Bitch looked just distressed.
Because I saw injuries on her body from the time directly after they happened throughout the next night, the next day, and as they continued to heal.
In the time that you spent with Johnny, did he ever express a similar sentiment that he was screw up or fuck up, in his words?
Yes.
And what did you tell me what you can remember about the instances when he said that and what your understanding was of what he meant?
My understanding was that he was sorry and apologetic and
For what?
for his behavior.
When you say behavior, what are you referring to?
Verbal arguments, physical arguments.
And that was what he made clear to you in things that he said to you. Is that right?
What he made clear to me in our conversations was that he was very sorry and that he was working to get clean and get better, and that he was asking for forgiveness and trying to think that he was going to get better.
Get the likes up. Get the likes up. On the way.
Did you ever see him get better?
Yeah.
This bitch distressed right here, bro. This bitch distressed.
When?
A lot of times.
But did you ever see him get better permanently?
No.
Your Honor, at this point, we start questioning Ms. Pennington about May 21st. We're happy to keep going, but if you wanted to take a break, I think we're about halfway through this volume.
Okay, let's go ahead and take our morning recess for 15 minutes. Again, do not discuss the case with anybody and don't do any outside research, okay?
Oh, shit. Salute everybody tapping in right now. 7 and gentlemen. What's up with it? What's up with everybody, man? Man, we a little late this morning tapping in, man, but the BossMackTopSoil is here for real, doing his thing, tapping in with everybody. Live trial coverage, day
Just come back at 11
18.
o'clock then, okay?
Thank you,
All right,
Your Honor.
thank you.
Oh man, we got Amber looking a little different. She got a little Marilyn Monroe-ish thing going today, man. That's a little. She's giving me a Marilyn Monroe vibe right there, man. I don't know if that's gonna sway the jury, man. Maybe somebody might be like, "Oh shit, I'm trying to touch that." Oh, she's looking great today. Salute everybody. What's happening? BossMackTopSoil is in the building with y'all niggas this morning, man, off the espresso early. Coming in off a couple hours of sleep for real. What's up with it? Blessings. We got about a 15-minute break. Look like she got look like Amber done switched up some things and got some different people questioning people up there, man. Look like a smart type of move right there, man. We see that. Hold up right quick. Let me see what's good out here, man. What's happening, everybody tapping in, man. All right, get the likes up. Get the likes up. BossMackTopSoil in the AM. Blessings, everybody. Blessings, everybody. You know what I'm saying? BossMack got on like a nice, comfortable shirt this morning. Damn, I ain't even shouted out my Twitter people. I got to shout out my Twitter people. Shout out to everybody in here. Let me see. Let's get it back. Let's get it back. Shouts out this morning, man. Hey, we got the bags, man. The bags is on deck, man. Get your loved one a beautiful BossMack bag, man. Look at this bag, bro. This shit is beautiful. Look at that motherfucker, man. Look at that motherfucker, man. That motherfucker dope. Tap in. Get the bag, man. Really, canvas bags on deck. Rep the BossMackTopSoil. What's happening, everybody? What's happening this morning? What's happening? We doing our thing once again this morning, tapping in. Shouts out to everybody. Let me know where you coming from in the chat. Let me know what city you tapping in from, man. You know, the BossMackTopSoil is happy to be here. Shouts out to everybody. Hey, everybody, y'all need to tap in and check out Boogaloo on Hood Vlogs right now on the latest episode of Hood Vlogs. I'm going to put up the link to that. That video so y'all can check out Boogaloo, man, in the Hood Vlogs, man. That shit is going up. That nigga is up right now. We gotta get a show with that nigga this evening, man, to show thanks and praise to that. Top of the morning. I hope everybody doing good this morning. I hope everybody is well rested and energetic. I don't know, man. Amber, you know what I'm saying? Amber, I don't know if that's a sew-in or what, man, but I know a bitch have she could change appearances like a fucking, that bitch can change appearances like a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? She can change appearances like a motherfucker out there, looking however she wanna look on some Hollywood shit, bro. She is, man, contemporary Hollywood bitch for real. Salute everybody out there, man. Salute. Let me see. Let's see what's going the fuck on right quick. I wanted to tap in, man. It's a whole, let me just, a quick look at the state of affairs out there. Lil Wayne going at it with Mark Cuban, man. Let me just Lil Wayne going at it with Mark Cuban. Lil Wayne is upset about the L Phoenix took, I think. Yes, that's what it is. Man, I like Luca, man. Luca, I don't know, man. Luca gave me some birdisms, man. I know y'all niggas is young. A lot of y'all out there young. Y'all don't tap into Bird like I tap into Larry Bird. I thought I saw some birdisms from Luca, man, when he was on the floor, when he was sitting on the floor and did that pass. But anyway, Lil Wayne and Mark Cuban is upset with each other. Let me see. They upset with each other. Bitch is up. Oh, wow. It's up. Lil Wayne says up with a billionaire. Can Lil Wayne do anything to a billionaire? How is it up? How's it up? How's it up with Mark Cuban? Lil Wayne say it's up with Mark Cuban. Damn. How is it up with Mark Cuban? Shouts out to K-Dot. K-Dot still out there moving the numbers. K-Dot still moving the numbers. Number 1 and number 2 out there with the N95 video, and then came back with the with the Heart Part 5. Shout out to that. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Tapping in. And right now, man, I forgot, man. Let me see. K-Dot out there topping everything off. Most creative album out there. Slapping niggas. Hit the likes on the way in. Bompton in the building. It's a killing. It's a killing. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. Oh, okay. Man, that motherfucker. Oh, you got threatened with a golden shower. Oh, no. Mark Cuban, wait, what? Got threatened with a golden shower. What? What? Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Let me see right quick. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let me see what's popping. It's a beautiful morning though, man. Good energy. Feeling good. Ready to see what's popping. You know, the stand is molded. I can't wait to see who else they're going to get on the stand. Let's see. What is this right here? Oh, let's check this out right here, man. Let's check this out. Yo Gotti flexing on everybody, doing the victory laps. Yo Gotti doing victory laps. Let's see. You got the custom. You got the custom double.
And then we got Twin and them over here. We got Twin and them over here. We got Twin and them over here.
Oh wow, they yellow.
You feel me?
Oh wow.
We got Twin and them over here.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that yellow
Yeah,
interior, man. Oh
Now we
shit.
doing this shit.
Oh man.
Twin in this motherfucker.
Oh man.
They tell us we spend $1 million a year
Oh man.
on this shit. 600.
Oh man, that yellow.
Yeah, the big motherfucker, nigga, 600.
Got two of them.
You feel me? Keep calculating. They 600. And then we got Twin and them
Victory
over
lap.
here.
Oh,
We
he
got Twin and them
copying
over here.
somebody. The comments say he copying a motherfucker.
Yeah, Twin
He
and them over
copying
here.
Key Glock. Oh
You
wow.
feel me? Got Twin and them over here.
Memphis niggas, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Memphis niggas. Memphis niggas. Memphis niggas. Icon Locks. Icon Locks checking in from Jamaica. What's up with it, bro? What's happening? What's happening? Let's check out the freestyle. Let's check out this little freestyle from Young Simba, man, working. I see he doing a whole lot right now. I'm just now getting hip to this guy. Let's see what's up with it right quick. Let's see what's up with it. And then I'm kind of fire. That was kind of fire. That was kind of fire. But you guys know what? I gotta tell you, man. Wait a minute. Showing all the wrong shit. Showing all the wrong stuff. There. Showing all the wrong stuff. Let's see. All right. Let me show you guys this video, man, from the homie Vicasso, man. Vicasso just dropped a new video, man. I'm going to go through it right quick. It's probably get me demonetized like a motherfucker, but we got to show this Vicasso video. This nigga tapped in, man. Vicasso is, man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I'm fucking with Vicasso. Hit the likes. All right, let me see. Let's pull up the homie. Let's pull up the homie and take a look at what the homie doing. Let's check on the homie. The hood vlogs, though. Wait, let's go to the hood vlogs, though. Let's go to the hood vlogs. Wait a minute. Now, this is tight. Let me see. Hold up, let me go to the hood vlogs and pull up Young Bogalo. Young Bogalo, hood vlogs. Hood vlogs. Look at that nigga.
Starting an online store is easier than you think. Let me show you how to quickly open one with Shopify. First, go to shopify.com and start a...
Let's get past that. All right. Hood vlogs.
be the star, taking care of
everything. Gotta stay. It ain't nothing new. WSP. I'm from the other side of the hood.
Look at this nigga. Let's look at the homie right quick. Let's look at the homie. Oh, let's look at the homies, man. Look at this. I'm finna show y'all some shit right quick, bro. Look at this. Shout out everybody tapping in right now. I'm about to show y'all some shit. About to show y'all my soil. The BossMackTopSoil. Yeah, my soil. Let me play some shit. Oh, yeah. Let me get that. All right.
One day I'll be in here playing.
All right.
Teaching my grandkids. Kids.
This park right here.
We're trying to make this shit better for everybody, like not
YS,
just us. We ain't just
the
worried
homie
about us.
YS
We worried
right
about
here.
us doing some selfish shit. Like we trying to really make it, make it good for everybody for real. I mean, like,
Young
life
YS.
be hard sometimes. Niggas got their ups and niggas got their downs. You feel me? Life gonna carry on, but we still gotta be strong together. You feel me? We gotta, be on the same page and be united. You feel me?
We gonna have this nigga on the podcast.
We deadlier when we more, when we all on the same page. You got Rosecrans Music Group. You feel me? They do music.
That's
they do
the homies.
clothes, you feel me? Merchandise. It's probably somebody around here that got. Hey Zeus. Hey Zeus. Tell Zeus come here. You feel me? We got Rosecrans merch out here. You feel me? Shit. What else you got? You got Get Rich. You got Key Rich's clothing line.
Key Rich has been on the podcast.
I got mine. Realer Than Real. The Squad We Trust. You got the Rosecrans. You feel me? This. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's some shit we all
The
stand on, you feel me?
Rosecrans.
Like, that's a street we all grew up on. You feel me? And we, walk down that motherfucker, troop down that motherfucker. Now we ride down that motherfucker. So we push Rosecrans heavy. You feel me? And then you got Get Rich. You feel me? You got BYB. You feel me? That's my big bro Jay West and all them. You feel me? Like, and then they finna make they merch. Like we got gang of shit coming, bro. My big bro
on Rose Brands. There's no blood, it's all power.
Now y'all know Boogaloo.
That's when Gang Banger was on an all-time high. Like,
shit ain't nothing new.
WSP. I'm from the other side of
Boogaloo.
the hood, Campanella Park. Our park is Campanella Park.
This hood vlogs right now.
I've been around here since a young nigga, bro. It's a lot of real niggas that came through this motherfucker. Living in jail, dead, all that shit, man. I came up in
Y'all tap into this video. What's up right now?
A lot different now.
Hood vlogs. Boogaloo.
Gang Banger was on an all-time high. Like, you know what I mean? You used to still wearing khakis and shit, and red strings with every shoe. Like, shoe could have been brown, nigga. My strings was gonna be red on the hood. A lot of people be thinking like blood and Paru is the same thing out of state and all that shit. Of course, when we go to jail to the bounty and shit, we all up under the B card. But the only difference is, in Bompton, there's no bloods. It's all Paru hoods, and a lot of people think that one Paru hood just covers the whole Bompton if you're from out of state, which is false. You know what I mean? We're not all from just one Paru hood. You feel what I'm saying? You got the east side who has a couple of hoods over there. Then you got the west. You know what I mean? You got a couple of hoods. The bridge is what separates the east and the west. The bridge on Rose Branch. You feel me? And it's only one Compton Crib hood on Rosecrans, and that's
hit the likes on the way in.
There's no Crips on Rosecrans. The Crips is mainly on Alondra. That's their side of there. That's
this the face of Bompton right here, baby.
But if you from
Boogaloo,
LA,
the face
LA
of
is west
Bompton.
side, so LA people think of Bompton as the east side.
Hit the lights.
Coming to the east, coming from LA, but it's not the east to us. It's the west side of Bompton, because we on the west side of Bompton. Then you got the east, which has its own east side. It ain't just everything this way east that people think. It's a difference though. But you would have to be from here to know that difference. You know how
we back. I think we back going.
And my friend Liz was there. Josh was there. Amber was helping. We were set up in the downstairs living room of PH5.
Back live.
And at
Liz
some
Mars.
point- Liz Mars, yes.
Okay. And your fiance Joshua Drew, is that right?
Yes.
We back
At
live.
some point, Amber got a message from Johnny that said that he wanted to come over and talk or pick something up. I don't remember what the exact message was. And I thought it was a really bad idea, but can't stop somebody from coming over to their own home. And so Amber went upstairs to get ready for him to come over. And eventually he showed up. I didn't see him show up. I didn't hear him show up. He went to PH3.
Mac Live tapping in from Oregon.
And
Look at Amber.
and then at some point I got a text from her, or I might have checked in, or I got a text from her that said, come over. So I tried to come over there and the door was locked. Their front door was locked. So I went to go get my key. I have a master key to, I had a master key to all of the apartments.
You got a master key.
And I came back, unlocked the door, and he was yelling, and I don't remember exactly what he was saying. And
Yelling at the bitch.
she was calling for help, and that
Calling
had never
for help.
happened before.
Calling for
Saying,
help.
help me.
Oh, shit.
I went and I
shit.
cut through the space between the
Cut
coffee
through
table and the sofa. And I went up to him, and he was yelling and yelling, and I
She
I
was
put my
there
hands up
for
on
the
his
yelling.
chest, and I was like, stop.
She touched him.
Just stop.
She
Just trying to
touched
calm
Johnny
him down.
Depp.
And
She touched Johnny
he hit my
Depp.
hands away, and
He hit her hands away. Hit
so
the
I just went
lights
straight
on the
over
way
to
in.
Amber. She sat down on the couch. She was crying, and I just put my body over her, and he came a little bit closer to us, and he was yelling at her to like get up, or I don't know, quit crying or get up or something. And it was really loud, and he was getting closer and closer. And I remember thinking there was this
Oh, wow.
like big orange ceramic ashtray on the coffee table. And I was thinking, if he gets any closer, I'm just going to pick up that ashtray and like hit him with it, because he was so close over us. And
Wait a minute. I mean, but what's the necessity
And
of
then at
hitting
that
him with
point,
the ashtray, bro?
Jerry
Like,
and Sean came in from the front door of PH3 and came in, and they were like, boss, come on, let's get out of here. And
oh,
Jerry
wow.
always called
Johnny,
him
like,
boss.
what
He
the
said, boss,
fuck?
come on, boss, let's go.
We got to
And
cross-examine this bitch.
then Johnny grabbed like his leather bag off the stool that was by the island, and he had a
Get
big,
the likes up to
massive
10. Come
bottle
on,
of wine,
y'all.
and he was just, like smashing stuff off the island and yelling. I don't remember exactly what he was saying. And then they finally left. And
I think she
could
do
hear
got a
out
sew
the
in,
halls,
seven gentlemen.
like,
She do got a
banging,
sew in. It seems like she got more
smashing,
hair now
clattering
today.
around. I was just holding Amber, sort of just waiting for it to pass and clear. Until a little bit later, and then I think Josh came in.
Why did you get between and put your hands on Mr. Depp and get between him and
Why
and
is she
Miss Earth?
touching Mr. Depp, though? Like,
I just thought I could calm him down.
yelling and violence
when
is
he
two different
hit your
things.
hands away and then you went and laid on her? Why did you do that?
It was the thing to do.
How would you describe Mr. Depp's mood?
Irate.
I could be irate in my house. I could be irate in my house.
Were you afraid that Mr. Depp was going to hurt Miss Heard?
I could be irate in my house though, like.
And when he stood over you, you testified a little bit to it, but describe what he was yelling as he stood over the couch.
I don't remember everything that he said. The thing that sticks out the most is that he was just yelling at her to get up.
I could do that. I could yell at you to get up. I can't yell at you to get up. Why are you there?
Did you let her?
Bitch, why are you there for the yelling?
And
What if she
where were
did something to be yelled
Just
at?
to be clear, where were you when you received the message from Amber asking you to come over to Penthouse 3?
Oh, she got a
Either
message to come over here.
PH5 or PH1.
You weren't already in Penthouse 3 when you got that text?
No.
To the extent that there are allegations that you were lying in wait in Penthouse 3 before Johnny
lying in
walked
wait.
into that penthouse, how do you respond to those?
That is not true.
I will also represent to you, Ms. Pennington, that Mr. Depp's lawyer has been quoted as saying, quote, Amber Heard and her friend Rocky Pennington staged the May 21 crime scene to prove the abuse allegation
Ooh, Rocky
against Johnny
Pennington
Depp.
staged. She participated in
Is that
staging.
statement true?
Staging.
No.
Did you stage anything about May 21st, 2016?
No.
Did
Oh man.
Amber stage anything, to your knowledge, about May 21st, 2016?
No.
Can you go to jail for lying right here?
Describe for us the damage that you observed Mr. Depp cause
Observe. Did you observe
to the penthouses?
What did you
The penthouse
observe,
3.
bitch?
In 3, stuff had been knocked off the kitchen counter.
Okay. Did you see him do it, bitch?
Stuff had been knocked off a bar cart.
Did you see him do it, bitch?
By whom?
Did you see him do it,
By
bitch?
Johnny. I saw this happen on his way out.
Okay.
He was
With
smashing
his-
stuff
Okay.
With what?
with a wine bottle.
What other damage can you remember Mr. Depp causing?
In the hallway, there was wine splash spilled in the hallway. There was a dent on the outside of PH1's door, front door. And then in PH5, where we had been getting stuff ready for my craft fair, my
fair.
jewelry and materials had been thrown against the wall, and everything that was on the table was like strewn off of the table, thrown down.
He was like,
I'd
bitch,
like to
fuck,
go
fuck your
through-
stuff, bitch.
With you, some photographs of the incident that we talked about. So can you pull up May 21st, 2016, ALH 70.
Hit the likes on the way in, tapping in.
And while he's pulling that up, Ms. Pennington,
We tapping
did
in.
you or either yourself or anyone else take photographs in the aftermath of this incident?
Yes.
Who took photographs?
Josh Drew. That's the only person that I can say for sure.
Were you with Mr. Drew when he was taking photographs?
I can't remember.
Did you go through the penthouses to see where the damage has been done?
Eventually.
Ms. Pennington, what is this a picture of, if you know?
This is a picture of the living room in PH5 with the back corner of the sofa. It has the beads that I had been working on and the stand that I used to display them
she was
thrown to the wall. Some of the beads are on the windowsill. The stand is broken.
Got all these motherfuckers around.
And
now.
did you?
They ain't doing shit,
accurately
bro.
reflect damage that you saw to Penthouse 5 on May 21st, 2016?
Yes.
Exhibit 30 is up.
What is this a picture of, if you know?
This is a picture of the Johnny and Amber's bedroom in PH3. It has several photos.
Salute.
Photos.
Hit the like button on the way in.
And do those photos appear to be intact?
Let me know where you're coming from. Let me know where you're from in the
These
chat.
do, yes.
What city you in?
In your experience, do those photos normally sit on the bed?
No.
Does this, did you witness, well, was this part of the aftermath of what Mr. Depp did in Penthouse 3?
I didn't see him take these down, but they were not down before he came over.
Does it fairly and accurately depict what you witnessed the night of May 21st, 2016?
I didn't see this happen, but I did see this scenario.
I didn't see this happen, but I did see this scenario.
That's my question. Does this fairly and accurately depict something that you personally saw?
Keith Jack, Inglewood in the building.
Yes.
Blessings. Shouts out
Let's pull up
Inglewood.
7053, please. So my question, Ms. Pennington, will be, what is this a picture
Yeah,
of?
shit looks staged.
Can the info thing move off to the side?
You know, no, I don't. Not in this version of the pictures. So I apologize for that. If you need it zoomed in or out.
Yeah, bitch. Struggling, bitch.
The landing of one of the staircases.
Hit the likes on the way in.
And what do you see on the picture?
It's broken glass and something spilled on the landing of one of the staircases. I can't tell if it's P3 or P5.
Okay. Does this picture fairly and accurately depict something that you observed on the night of May 21st, 2016?
Yes.
Did you ever know Miss Heard to smash glasses on staircases?
No.
Did you find that question vague and ambiguous, Ms. Pennington?
No.
Exhibit 32 is up.
What is this a picture of, Ms. Pennington?
These are stairs appearing of the same staircase with broken glass on them.
Chief Wildfire in the
Does
building.
this picture fairly and accurately depict something that you personally observed the night of May 21st, 2016?
Hit the likes on the way in.
Yes.
33 is up.
What is this a picture of, Ms. Pennington?
This is a picture of the floor mat in front of the doors that would lead out to the balcony of PH3, and it has a broken, looks like top of a martini glass on it.
Okay. Did you see this glass or material around this being broken on the evening of May 21st, 2016?
Yes.
And who broke this glass?
Johnny did.
And does this photo
How
fairly
she know
accurately
that?
depict something that you observed after Mr. Depp left?
Bitch, how you know
Penthouse
that?
On May 21st, 2016.
Yes.
Exhibit 34 is up.
What is this a picture of, Ms. Pennington?
This is the space between the cabinets in the refrigerator and the kitchen island.
Man, she know the details of the
has
crib
rug
like
on
a
it, and it
motherfucker.
has a fruit basket and fruit on the ground.
It's a trip how a motherfucker who don't live at
And
your
do you
crib
know
know
who
the
knocked that
details
fruit
of
on
the
the ground?
crib.
Yes.
Who?
Johnny.
And does this fairly and accurately depict damage that you saw on May 21st, 2016?
Yes.
Exhibit 35 is up.
Thank you.
She remembers
What is
some
this
shit
a
from
picture of, Ms. Pennington?
2016 on the nigga.
This is the landing of PH5 that Amber's office was set up on. And this is her desk and her files. And boxes have been outturned and there's papers all over the floor.
And is this how Ms. Heard normally kept her office area?
No.
Does this fairly and accurately depict damage that you observed on May 21st, 2016?
How she know Johnny did it though? Like,
36 is up.
how she know Johnny did that though? Like,
Is this that same office area?
Yes.
And is this an accurate depiction of what you observed on May 21st, 2016?
Yes.
37 is up.
What is this a picture of, Ms. Pennington?
hit the
This is a
likes on the way
picture
in.
of two photos on the column, the staircase leading up to Amber's office. The top photo is a group photo of Savannah, Whitney, Io, myself, Amber, Aaron, Brittany, Morgan. We were in London. The glass is smashed. The bottom photo is a photo of Amber and me in France.
Is this photo fairly and accurately
They
depict
traveling like a
damage that you
motherfucker.
observed on May 21st, 2016?
Hit the likes on the way in.
38 is up.
I remember that shot. Just a bottle of wine on the ground shot. With no context. I could provide the context with words, but didn't see it happen.
Picture of a large bottle of wine on the floor.
On May 21st, 2016?
Yes.
Is this the bottle he was swinging, if you know?
I don't know.
Oh,
But it
wow.
accurately depicts something you observed on May 21st, 2016.
Yes.
Did you notice, you or Miss Heard or anyone that you were with, spilling wine in penthouses that night in order to stage damage?
No.
This bitch looked distressed. Like she had a
And
rough
by
night.
what is this a picture of? I meant the whole scene.
Oh. It's a picture on the floor.
Do you know what penthouse that is in?
Can you zoom out again, please?
Zoom out.
3.
Bitch, you doing too much.
Do you
This
know
minute.
who knocked this picture on the floor?
I didn't see it knocked down.
Did other than Mr. Depp, did you see anyone causing any damage or knocking anything down in any of the penthouses on May 21st, 2016?
No.
And did you see Mr. Depp knocking things down?
Yes.
Does this picture fairly and accurately describe something that you observed on May 21st, 2016?
Yes.
He can't knock down shit in his crib.
Can you describe, did you see any injuries on Amber on May 21st, 2016?
Here we go. Come on now, bitch. Dig deep. Come on, bitch. Get that lie out, bitch.
Just a swollen, like red swollen cheek.
Here we go.
Let's pull up the May 21st, 2016 ALH
Whole treachery.
7077, please.
Is that real?
And while he's doing that, did you, I know we talked about pictures of damage in the penthouses.
Look
Did
at
you
that
take
bitch.
pictures
She's
of Miss Heard that evening?
distressed. A bitch is distressed. She gotta dig for it. She digging for it. Whole treachery. Whole treachery right
I
here.
don't remember if it was me or Josh.
Were you present when pictures were
Treacherous
taken of Miss Heard
hoe
on
thinking.
May 21st, 2016?
Yes.
Does this picture fairly and accurately reflect observations you made of Miss Heard on May 21st, 2016?
Yes.
I'm gonna go to jail for saying this shit.
What is this picture, Miss Pennington?
Okay.
This is Amber's face. It's red. The right cheek and eye is more red and swollen. Her right.
I sense that a bitch is distressed.
Does
that
this
Amber is taking her
fairly and
along
accurately
for this
depict
ride? That's what I feel.
Miss Heard's condition that you observed that evening?
A bitch is distressed
Yes.
that Amber is bringing her along for this.
Can you pull up 7083, please? What is this picture of?
This is Amber's face turned at a slight profile.
Hit the likes on the
Her
way in.
eye is red and bruised. The side, the side brow, temple, and cheekbone.
Does this fairly and accurately depict Miss Heard's condition that you witnessed on May 21st, 2016?
Yes.
And were you present when police arrived?
Yes.
Were there two sets of police officers?
Yes.
And what penthouse did they come in?
Penthouse 3 both times.
Penthouse 3.
How close were you to the police officer?
1, 2, 3. Multiple
same room.
penthouses.
Okay. Could you see damage that he had caused while you were standing there when the police officers were present?
Yes.
5 snug
Did you
ways.
ever
Salute.
hear Miss Heard say
Blessings on
express
tapping
any
in.
financial motivations for wanting to remain in this relationship with Mr. Depp?
No.
We are observing.
Did Miss Heard ever express that if she went public against with what happened on May 21st, 2016, that she stood to gain financially from doing so?
No.
We are observing a distressed bitch being drugged along by her homegirl. Amber drug her along for this. She is distressed. She tried to separate herself from Amber, but it has come to this. The bitch is like, damn.
Now, at some point after May 21st, 2016, Miss Heard filed for divorce from Mr. Depp, right?
Then Miss Heard went through with the scheme.
And at some point, she filed
Shake
for a domestic
Johnny.
violence restraining order against him.
And get the money.
Is that right?
Yes.
And I'm gonna come back to that line of questioning in a second. But before I forget, you mentioned Jerry and Sean Bett on the night of May 21st, right? Was there a space in the floor of the ECB where they would wait for Mr. Depp when he was in one of the penthouses?
Salute for that $5 on
Yes.
Cash App. We appreciate
And
that.
what was that
We
space?
needed that. Blessings. We need that. Blessings.
We called it the guard shack, and it was a vestibule.
5 snug ways. Thanks for that
separate
$5.
from
Blessing.
the penthouses, except that a door from the vestibule also connected to the door of the patio of PH5.
See, Johnny done put back on his shades because
Was
these
the,
bitches talking. See,
Okay. Was it
Bitch.
if someone were in the vestibule
distressed
or the
bitch.
guard shack, as you called it, would they have seen you go into penthouse 3 when Amber requested that you do so?
That's why she don't fuck
No.
with Amber no more.
Did you see Jerry or Sean or any security guards when you entered penthouse 3 that evening?
No.
Okay. Going back to the domestic violence restraining order, did you accompany Miss Heard to court when she got that
She went to
order?
court. Did she go to court with it?
Yes.
Wow. Damn.
I'd like you to pull up, please, May 2016, Court, Pennington, 1292, please.
She had to take her hair down.
That,
She like, oh shit.
I know Miss Heard wore makeup that morning.
She gotta get rid. Her friend is dragging her into some
I
shit.
don't remember seeing her put on any makeup.
Was that rare for Miss Heard not to wear makeup?
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
Yes.
What is this a picture of?
This is Amber and Jody, her publicist, sitting on the bench.
Why
in
is
the
her publicist
hallway
at
waiting
court
room.
with her filing a restraining order? Why is the
When?
publicist with her filing a restraining order?
The restraining order was
Look at how
filed.
that bitch. Look how Amber look in the picture. That bitch
Do you
is
see
just
any injuries on
fucking
Miss Heard?
demon,
I do.
evil bitch.
Describe what you see.
Jesus. It goes
On
to
her
show you,
cheek
man.
Bone, right
The
cheekbone.
devil might be a
is,
bitch out here. The
bruised.
devil could turn into a bitch, bro. That's the devil right there.
And
Satan.
how long after May 21st was this, approximately?
I don't know. I don't remember.
A matter of days, weeks?
Less than a week.
Did you ever see any makeup artist paint on this bruise? Put a fake bruise on Miss Heard's face?
Come on, bitch.
Can you please pull up
Oh, shit.
Pennington 1295, please?
I'm here to tell y'all.
Before we do, does this picture fairly and accurately
I'm here to
depict
tell y'all.
Miss Heard's condition the morning she
The
day
devil
she
could
applied
turn
for
into
the
a bitch
domestic violence restraining order?
and suck the shit out of your dick and fuck your
You know where you
mind
took
up
this picture?
and infiltrate your career.
To the best of my recollection, I took that.
I know that sounds fucked up.
And I'm going to ask you the same
Hit
thing.
the
about
likes
this
on the
next
way
picture,
in.
1295.
Look at that bitch with her publicist
As,
at court.
to the best of my recollection, I took that.
Oh, she took the picture.
That fairly accurately depict Miss Heard's condition on that morning.
Three bitches.
46
Three
is up.
bitches huddling together to take down a man. Three bitches. Three bitches. That's makeup to me. I don't give a fuck. A white bitch hit with a man's hand with rings. Come on, man. It's worse than that. I don't give a fuck.
It is Amber.
I don't give a fuck.
Slight profile.
Get the likes up.
Room. Her hair's behind her ear. You can see a picture of a bruise on her cheekbone.
Oh my God.
She looks like a skeleton.
Oh.
Did you take this picture?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
We're
Based on
setting
your
it all up.
Knowledge. Is there any truth to the allegation?
Oh, we're
that Amber
taking
did this
down
because
Johnny.
she's, quote, a gold digger?
No.
We're taking him down.
Ms. Pennington, you came to understand at some point, at some point, did you learn that Mr. Depp had lost the tip of his finger in Australia?
Yes.
And what is that other way that you learned that Mr. Depp had cut the tip of his finger off?
He showed it to me.
In addition to showing you, how did you learn from Mr. Depp that he had cut off the tip of his own finger?
He told me.
He told her.
What did he tell you?
Cut off his own finger.
Said,
She had to be getting paid for this.
I don't remember how he said he cut the tip of his finger off, but
You don't remember how he
while
cut
the
the
nurse
tip
was
of his
dressing
finger.
it,
She don't remember.
wanted to see it.
Fuck.
I also had a very small injury on the tip of my finger.
She don't remember
And
how
I
Johnny
continued
Depp
to
cut the tip of
see it
his
throughout
finger
healing
off.
process, but I don't remember how he told me how he cut it off.
How is a bitch wouldn't remember that?
But you remember that he told you that he cut it off.
Yes.
But she don't remember
Pennington, I'll finish
how
where
he
we
did it.
started, which is you've given a number of you've testified a number of times about the events that we talked about today, and I really appreciate you you being here today and talking about these. I know it was tough and it was emotional at times. Is there anything that you would change about any of the testimony that you've given today or previously about any of these events?
No.
And you've done your best every time you've testified about this to tell.
I did my best.
About everything that you know, everything that you saw, everything that you heard.
Yo,
everything that you
Blast was
observed.
good.
I have done the very best to tell the absolute truth exactly as I remember it at all of the points of time.
All right. Yes, sir. Your next witness.
Yes, Your Honor. That concludes the testimony of Raquel Pennington. Ms. Hurd calls Joshua Drew as her next witness.
Okay.
And if we may approach just to discuss a couple
All right.
exhibits.
And that's by deposition, is that correct?
It is by deposition,
All right.
yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay, we're taking a break. Is that Camille got on black today? She done switched it up. Camille switching it up. Let me take this moment. To move some stuff around. Need to move some stuff around right quick. All right. Moving some stuff around. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me know where you at. Let me know what city you in if you ain't let me know yet. You know what I'm talking about. And you feel me? We are up. We are up like a motherfucker, man. Lit. We lit. And now, shout out to everybody tapping in, man. Shout out, get the likes up. We live. We live watching Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Amber Heard, homegirl, former homegirl, is up on the stand. The homegirl say she don't fuck with her like that no more, but she is up there right now giving Johnny the business right now. Okay. Yeah, we got everything set. Everything is set. We are good. Let me see. All right. Shout out, get the likes up. Let me see. We got everything. Bossmack. Okay. Let me change that to right now. Tap in. Okay. You know, I'm putting up some announcements, you know, so I could let everybody know to tap in to the live. You know, I got to get used to this live shit, man. This live shit, man. It's a whole nother thing, man. Bridgeport, Connecticut in the building. Joe Blast. What's good? What's good? It's up. All right, let's get back to the business. Camille got on that all black. Hell yeah. Camille got on that all black today, switching it up. The third day. Hell yeah. Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Get the likes up. Bless the Bossmack with some, shoot the Bossmack a little bit of paper so the Bossmack can have a real good lunch. Shout out to everybody. We providing high quality RNS, real nigga shit during the testimonies and the trials. I don't think nobody else is on the motherfucking line doing this like this, bringing you this type of commentary. I don't think nobody else is bringing you this kind of commentary. Y'all make sure y'all tap into Boogaloo, man. Y'all got to tap into Boogaloo on Hood Vlogs, man. Hood Vlogs. Welcome to Bompton's most notorious Pyru set. That's the video. Welcome to Bompton's most notorious Pyru set. Hood Vlogs. Let's pull it up and show you why they still at. This is like a commercial for the Hood Vlogs. Let me see. Let me get that up. Homie Boogaloo, Bompton Boogaloo, Bompton. Wait a minute, let me get that nigga up. Bompton Boogaloo, Bompton Boogaloo. My guy, my brethren, my fucking brother. Jesus Christ. Great guy. Okay, we back. Oh, shit. We back. So y'all check that out right there. Make sure y'all check out the Hood Vlogs episode. What's up with it? Top Notch Nation. Top Notch Nation. Y'all check that out. Hey.
Are we ready?
Okay, let's switch it back.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay, let me switch it back.
This is Miss Heard calls Joshua Drew.
Thank you.
Hold on, let me switch it back. Hold on.
Do you live Los Angeles? What is your occupation? I run my own hospitality development consulting firm.
Are you also a chef?
Not anymore.
What, if any, education have you had since high school?
Okay, here we go.
I have my Associates of Science in Culinary Arts.
And from what institution?
Johnson.
Got a new guy up
Did
there.
you receive a degree from there?
I did.
In what year?
That would have been 2003.
Who is Raquel Rose Pennington?
My ex-wife.
Because I want to be respectful, how should I refer to her? Ms. Pennington, Rocky, or Raquel?
Rocky or Raquel is perfectly fine.
Okay. You were married to Rocky, so there came a time when you began to date Rocky, correct?
Correct.
When did you start dating Rocky?
That would have been June of 2014.
And did there come a time when you became engaged to Rocky?
Correct.
When was that?
That would have been in summer of 2015. Yeah, I believe.
Do you recall when you were divorced from Rocky?
Officially September 24th of last year. We separated officially October of the previous year.
When did you first meet Amber Heard?
Probably about 3 or 4 weeks after Raquel and I had started dating, very early on.
When did you first meet Johnny Depp?
Shortly after I met Amber, I want to say, if memory serves, about 5 or 6 weeks after Raquel and I started dating.
Again, I understand it was a long time ago, but do you recall under what circumstances you met him?
Funny enough, I actually do very clearly. I had come over under the auspice of what was called Family Movie Night, and it was Amber and Johnny and Jack. I honestly don't remember whether Lily Rose was there. She might have come later at a certain point. And it was just us in their apartment eating burgers and watching movies.
Since that time, on how many occasions have you seen and interacted with Johnny Depp from that very first time on movie night?
I couldn't even speculate the number of. It's not that it was infrequent so much as it was sporadic and honestly, for a large portion of it, fairly casual. Not the kind of thing where you would just count the number of times. It was regular interactions over various periods of time.
Well, your counsel is not going to let you speculate. But I'm going to ask you to get a range. Is it more than 10 times?
Yes.
More than 50 times?
Yes.
From the time that you first met Mr. Depp on movie night until this very moment sitting here today, have you ever seen Mr. Depp strike Amber Heard?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever seen him throw a telephone at her?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever seen him hit her with a fist?
No.
Okay, it sounds like good.
Have you
Hey,
ever lived
this
at
sounds like a good guy.
At 849 South Broadway in Los Angeles, known as the Eastern Columbia Building?
Correct.
Did you live in the condo known as Penthouse 1?
Correct.
With whom did you live in Penthouse 1?
Raquel Pennington.
From when to when did you live in Penthouse 1 with Rocky Pennington?
Again, my memory is a little bit foggy of exact dates. Man.
The sucker shit he
You'll have
talking,
to bear
man.
with me a minute here.
All of these motherfuckers living up under Johnny, man, is some sucker shit, bro.
So while I was a frequent guest, I didn't actually live there
Okay.
until I want to say about October or November of 2015.
All of these motherfuckers living under Johnny, man.
Was Rocky already living
I can see why
Penthouse
Johnny be
1
tripping.
when you started visiting and ultimately moved in there?
Yes.
Did Ms. Pennington move into Penthouse 1 in or about June of 2014?
I couldn't tell you with any specificity, but I believe it's around that time frame.
Who owned Penthouse 1 at the time?
Johnny Depp.
While you and Rocky lived together in Penthouse 1, did you or she have a key that allowed you access to all of the penthouses on that floor?
Everything except PH2, yes.
At the time, did Mr. Depp
Hit the likes on the way in.
live together in PH3?
Sporadically, yes.
The key to which you and Rocky had access allowed either of you to enter PH3, correct?
Correct.
Who was in PH5 at the time?
Nobody. Nobody lived in PH5 for the entirety of our time there.
Did you or Rocky ever pay Mr. Depp any rent to live in PH1?
Offered and refused.
Did you consider the refusal of your offer to be a generous gesture by Mr. Depp?
Exceedingly.
In your experience, is Mr.
He tried to pay rent. I like that.
generous to his friends?
I like him trying to pay rent.
Is he generous to people generally?
Yes.
Did Mr. Depp own Penthouse 5?
Yes.
Would your key have opened Penthouse 5?
Yes.
When you and Rocky were living here in Penthouse 1, did you ever notice that there were security personnel standing outside the door of Penthouse 3 when Mr. Depp was in Penthouse 3?
Not normally, no.
Did you ever
Get the lights up.
security personnel standing outside of his door?
On very rare occasion. Normally they were in a storage room off to the side of PH5.
Moving aside from Mr. Bett and Mr. Judge, while you stayed at the East Columbia building, did you come to know any of the employees of the building?
Casually.
Who is Trinity Esparza?
She was one of the front desk people.
Did you have communications with her?
In the course of living there, yes.
Did you find her to be pleasant?
I like this guy.
How was she unpleasant?
She was not
I like this
particularly
guy.
polite or accommodating to me or
He
Raquel
seems
or
more
any
credible than the
Amber's
other
friends.
motherfuckers that done
I
got
wasn't
up
there
here.
specifically, but I heard similar things from Amber and her interactions with her as well throughout the course of our time there.
While you lived in Penthouse 1, did you have the opportunity to interact often with Amber Heard?
Yes.
Did you and Rocky see Miss Heard frequently?
Yes.
Did you ever see her drinking alcohol?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Did you ever see her drink to excess?
Hell yeah.
Did you observe Amber Heard during her wedding to Mr. Depp at the Bahamas?
Yes.
Was she intoxicated at any time
Yeah.
during the wedding weekend?
Yes.
Uh,
As were we all.
Did you ever hear at any time Amber Heard yell at Mr. Depp?
Yeah.
Yes.
On how many occasions?
I couldn't tell you the number of occasions.
Did you ever see her strike Mr. Depp?
No.
Did you and Rocky ever discuss the relationship between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp?
Yes.
On how many occasions?
Honestly, probably hundreds, if not thousands.
Mr. Drew, moving to April 21, 2016, do you recall that there was to have been a birthday celebration that night?
Yes.
Was that Amber Heard's birthday?
Yes.
Do you recall which birthday it was for her, how old she was?
It was her 30th. I catered it.
What do you recall about that evening?
I recall it was held in PH5. Johnny was hours late, and Amber spent the better part of the evening making excuses for him. And he came very obviously intoxicated and put on a show for everybody. And when the party was over, or we left, cleaned up, and the next morning we heard about what had transpired after the fact.
So Johnny was supposed to have attended the dinner, correct?
Correct.
And at what time did the dinner begin?
I don't recall.
You and Rocky were guests at the dinner?
Correct.
Who else was invited to the dinner?
Again, you'll have to forgive me. It was quite some time ago. I remember Amber's friend Brandon being there, Amber's friend Iggy, a rabbi. I want to say that Whitney was there as well. To be very honest, I can't say with specificity whom else was there.
When you say Whitney, are you referring to Whitney Heard?
Correct.
Is Whitney Heard Amber's younger sister?
Correct.
Putting aside the state or condition in which Johnny arrived, do you recall sitting here today approximately when Johnny arrived for dinner?
I really couldn't tell you with any specificity, but I can say it was quite a few hours after the party had started.
Did he provide any excuse or explanation to the group as to why he was late?
No.
Putting aside Mr. Depp's intake of alcohol that evening, had Miss Heard been drinking before Mr. Depp arrived?
Yes.
Do you know how much?
Couldn't tell you.
Did she seem intoxicated at any time during the evening?
Yes.
Did you see Amber Heard the next morning, April 22nd, 2016?
I believe so, yes.
Did you notice any marks on her face or elsewhere that morning?
I don't recall.
Okay.
That morning,
man.
April 22nd,
Yeah.
did you and Ms. Pennington and Amber Heard drive together to Coachella?
They did, I did not.
I didn't go with
Are
them
you still
bitches.
in contact with Amber Heard?
Sporadically, yes.
Get the lights up. Married bitch going to Coachella with her whole friend.
And just
doing
to be
whole
clear,
shit. Both
sorry to
these
jump
bitches.
when you say strike that, are you say sporadically? How frequently you're in contact with her?
We didn't speak for about 2 years following my divorce, and she
2
reached out to me
years.
to make amends about, I want to say about 2 months ago, if memory serves.
I'm going to come back to that. When you said,
I
you
think
don't
that bitch
recall
knew that this was
seeing
coming.
marks
That's
on
why she reached out. That
the
bitch
morning
knew this
of
was
April
coming.
22nd, is that because
Oh,
you
these
didn't
bitches.
see any marks on Miss Heard, or you didn't see her at all that morning?
I honestly don't recall the state of her the next morning. If memory serves, it was, but that the girls were hustling to get everything together to go out to Coachella, so it was a pretty frantic morning. I couldn't say with any specificity whether I interacted with her that morning before they departed.
And Mr. Drew, you said
This guy.
that Ms. Heard reached out
This
to
guy
you.
seems like he didn't want
When
no
did she
part
reach
of the
out to you?
bullshit.
Sometime in the last 2 months.
What did she say when she reached out to you?
To paraphrase, it was something akin to letting me know that, you know, her and Raquel hadn't spoken in some time, and to tell me that she loved me and that she missed me, and she just wanted to make amends and, you know, reconnect.
Because this
Did
was
she mention
coming.
anything about this lawsuit?
Because this
Not
was
in
coming.
initial interaction.
This was coming.
How did you respond to her in this initial interaction when she said she wanted to make amends?
I didn't for some time. I think I waited about a week and a half before I responded, and before I could, I did get a note from her letting me know that she had tried to keep me out of it, but more than likely people were going to be contacting me either about being deposed or a statement of some kind. There was nothing explicit about whom it would be coming from, whether it was from Johnny's side or from her side, only that somebody would more than likely be reaching out to me.
And when you had a glass of wine, again, only lawyers remember these things, but do you recall approximately when you had a glass of wine with her?
Probably about 5 or 6 weeks ago. Oh, I'm sorry, it would be longer than that. Probably about 2 months ago.
Mr. Drew, let's please change subjects and move to the evening of May 21, 2016, which you had referenced previously. Was Mr. Depp at the condo at the East Columbia building that day prior to the evening?
Not to my knowledge.
Did you see him arriving at the condo that night?
No.
Did you see Mr. Bett and Mr. Judge that evening?
Yes.
When did you first see them?
I saw them when he ordered them to open the door to PH5 following the incident.
When you say he, to whom are you referring?
Johnny.
Did you ever see them that night somewhere outside the door of PH3?
No.
Do you know whether she received a text from Amber Heard at 8:06 p.m.?
I can't certify the time, but the text message itself and the receipt, yes.
Were you with Rocky when she received that text?
Yes.
Wasn't she already in Penthouse 3 as of 8:06 p.m.?
Hit
When
the
she
like
received
button
the
on the
text,
way
she was
in.
not in Penthouse 3. She was in Penthouse 5 with me. But again, I can't recall with specificity the exact time of these events.
Any time, including that night, did you ever see Mr. Depp strike Rocky Pennington?
No.
That
I like this
evening,
guy.
did you see
He's trying to keep it a
Mr.
buck.
Depp smash bottles of wine?
No.
Did you see him break furniture?
No.
Did you see him kick a hole through a solid door?
No.
His testimony is different from his
Do you
bitches.
recall When Mr. Depp, Mr. Bett,
Hit the
and
like
Mr.
button.
Judge left the building?
This is a credible witness.
If we're presuming that that text was received from Raquel at 8:06, they had left the building within 30 minutes, to my recollection.
So it would be approximately sometime around 8:30, 8:29?
Thereabouts, but I don't recall specifically.
What else do you remember about the events of the evening of May 21?
I mean, I can
Shout
I can
out
tell
your
you
city.
contemporaneously from the start if there's something specific you'd like me to expound on.
Who is Officer Melissa Science?
My understanding, it was the name of the Latina officer that first responded with her partner.
When did she arrive at the scene, if you recall?
Vaguely, I remember them arriving about 45 minutes to an hour after Johnny had left. But again, exact times I'm a little foggy.
Going back to the Latina officer, was there another officer with her?
Yes, there was a bald gentleman, white.
With which officer, if any, did you speak that night?
Both.
I love these headphones, man. These motherfuckers
What do you
cut the
say
fuck
them-
off
to
when you
them?
put
Do
them
you- if
down.
you
I
recall?
love them.
When they arrived, I greeted them at the door. I walked them through PH3 to show them the damage, show them the broken glass. They had already walked through the hallway over the gigantic wine stain throughout the entire hallway. I took them through PH3, like I said, to show them the damage. I took them back out of the hallway, showed them the dent in the door shaped like the bottom of a wine bottle in PH1. Took them into PH5 to see broken picture frames, smashed glass, Raquel's jewelry, and things like that strewn about the apartment. And then I brought them back to PH3, at which point they separated. The Latino officer pulled Amber aside specifically to speak to her one-on-one. The door was closed. I was outside with the other officer. So I can't say with any specificity what happened inside. I don't know whether anybody was in earshot. I don't know whether everybody else was around. They told me specifically it was one-on-one. And I was outside the door with the male officer.
Hit the like button on the way in.
Specifically, my communication with him was asking what, if anything, could be done, because we were obviously upset. And his comment to me specifically was, there's damage in these apartments. Her face is red. If she wants to file a report, we have enough here to go pick him up.
But you've never seen Johnny hit Amber?
Facts.
That's correct. And I've affirmed it to everybody that I've spoken to. I've been explicit about that.
And you've never seen Johnny hit any woman?
Correct.
I love this guy. I like this guy.
Recall having a conversation with Rocky and Amber after Mr. Depp and his security personnel left the building, but before Officer Science and Officer Haddon arrived?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
You'll have to forgive me again. My memory of the exact sequence of events, that transpired after all this is a little foggy. If memory serves, Amber was damn near catatonic after all this. We had gotten her into PH1 so we could deadbolt the door and keep her safe until he left. A few minutes thereafter, I had gotten a little bit of a rundown from Raquel over what had transpired. Raquel got her to call her lawyer, Samantha Spector,
Catatonic.
to find out what to do. And if memory serves, Samantha's recommendation was that we immediately put together a contemporaneous, matter-of-fact statement together of what had transpired that night. And that ultimately was up to Amber as to what she wanted to do with the police or whatever it may be.
Are you aware that Amber Heard spoke to Officer Science and Officer Haddon that evening?
Yes.
Were you present when she was speaking to them?
No.
Did Amber file the complaint that night?
No.
Did the police arrest Mr. Depp?
No.
Did they issue a warrant for his arrest?
Not that I'm aware of.
Mr. Drew, let's turn for the moment to May 22nd, 2016. Did you see Ms. Heard at all that day?
Yes.
When did you see her?
at various points throughout the day. If memory serves, Raquel had committed to a jewelry show somewhere, I want to say it was downtown, I might be mistaken, it might have been out in Venice, somewhere in Los Angeles. So she was out most of the day. So I cleared my schedule to be able to be there should Amber need anything. If memory serves, either her attorney or somebody in her group had a friend come over with a locksmith to change the locks, just to be safe. And I was there to make sure that happened, and just, like I said, be there for Amber should she need anything, just so she wasn't alone.
When you saw Amber on May 22nd, you don't know whether it was the morning or the afternoon. Is that right?
It was sporadic throughout the day. I think it was some point late morning and throughout the afternoon.
When you first saw her, did you notice any marks
Hey.
on her face?
Yes.
Describe the marks, please.
To be very honest with you, I don't actually remember which side of her face it was, but I do distinctly remember there being a red mark and a small bruise on her cheekbone, and red marks just above her eyebrow and to the right side, or to the side of her eyebrow.
Did you see Johnny do it?
Did you see any swelling?
A little bit.
Can you remember anything else? Did you see marks anywhere else other than the ones you've described?
No.
Did you ever notice anyone visiting Amber Heard at night while Mr. Depp was away?
Yes.
During the time that I was living there?
Yes.
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 On how many occasions?
I wouldn't even be able to estimate.
Yes. Was it more than 20?
Yes.
More than
Was it
20.
More than 30?
Yes.
More than 30.
Was it more than 50?
Again, I can't really speculate.
I can't
was there for quite
speculate.
some time.
When did that first occur?
I mean, I'm not privy to her comings and goings, and she had other friends than us that were coming to see her. So.
And again, to be specific, I'm just talking about visitors at night when Mr. Depp was away.
Again, I can't say with any specificity.
When did that first happen that you were aware of?
I mean, I would say pretty early on, but again, there's no context to it. The other consideration that I would say is that the hallway between all of these penthouses was public right-of-way going to the pool. So my understanding of people coming and going, it might have been the public, it might have been residents, or no, I'm sorry, not public, it might have been residents in the building. I can't really say with any specificity.
Who was Elon Musk?
Oh,
Elon
shit.
Musk was a gentleman that
Elon was coming through.
Following the restraining order.
When did can you recognize Elon Musk?
Yes.
When did you first see Elon Musk at Penthouse 3?
Oh, my God.
Again, I'm not quite clear exactly, but I want to say it was about 3 to 4 weeks after the restraining order was filed.
Elon
But
coming
while
through.
Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard were still married, correct?
Yes.
Elon
May
involved.
22nd, 2016, did you ever see any marks on Ms. Heard?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Elon is
Would you please
involved.
describe, as far as you can remember, what cleanup efforts were undertaken and by whom?
Well, myself. In Penthouse 3, there was a number of pieces of broken glass and items strewn about the counters and the floor in the kitchen. Only in the kitchen, sort of around the kitchen island. In the hallway outside of the penthouses was quite a bit of spilled wine. I don't believe we dealt with that at all. And then in PH5, all of Raquel's things had been strewn about pretty dramatically, so we did our best to sort of put that back together and pack everything back up. And there were, things like piles of books and picture frames were broken, or piles of books were strewn about, and picture frames were broken and things like that. We just picked the glass up off the floor so the dogs didn't get hurt, and I think we left everything else for the time being.
Did you actually see who strewn about? That's not the right verb, but did you actually see the person who threw her clothes around?
I didn't witness firsthand any destruction of any kind.
Are you aware that Ms. Heard alleged that Mr. Depp hit her on or about December 15?
Yes.
What, if anything, do you know about that incident?
So my recollection of that is Raquel and I had come back to the penthouses from where I don't recall specifically, sometime, I want to say late afternoon, early evening. And Raquel was supposed to meet with Amber as soon as they came back. Amber had not been responding to her text messages for some time, so we let ourselves into
Hold on with the calls, man.
together
Hold on
to
with the
check on
calls.
her and make sure everything was okay. When we came in, the kitchen was completely, I wouldn't say it's trashed, but it was out of order enough for something to be off. And then when we turned the corner on the section of counter next to the kitchen sink, there was something written on the counter, and I don't know, I can't remember what material it was, and to be honest, I can't actually recall exactly what was written. It was something very, very weird, like all was such a fraud or something akin to that.
You never saw Mr. Depp strike Amber Heard on or about December 15, 2015, correct?
Correct.
Did you see Miss Heard that night?
Yes.
Did you notice any bruising or other signs of injury?
Yes, pretty significant.
What did you observe?
I noticed specifically she had pretty significant bruising on the inside of both.
Got that Marilyn Monroe look
both
going.
eye sockets, kind of extending down the bridge of her nose, and her forehead was red.
But you have no first-hand knowledge of how that injury occurred.
That's correct.
Are you aware that she made Amber Heard made a television appearance the next day?
Yes.
Do you ever see Mr. Depp take drugs, either prescription drugs or drugs that were not by prescription?
Yes.
How many times?
I can't speculate on the number of times, to be honest.
There was some questioning before where people were asking you about emphasizing how many times. Is it fair to say more than 10 times?
Yes.
Fair to say more than 20 times?
Yes. But to be very honest with you, he was also a very private person, and a lot of that behavior was done in private. I didn't witness a lot of it.
Did you ever hear Mr. Depp yell at Ms. Heard?
Yes.
Can you tell me when you recall that and what happened?
I can't say with any specificity the number of times. There is one incident specifically that I do recall. Myself and Raquel were vacationing in France with the two of them, and
everybody in France.
We were staying separately.
Hit the likes on the way in.
And the two of them were having a very, very loud argument with one another, screaming at each other that we could hear through the walls.
How long do you recall approximately that yelling lasted for?
I want to say that I witnessed personally, maybe 30 minutes.
Did Mr. Depp often wear heavy rings that you noticed on his fingers?
Yes.
More than one?
Yes.
And were they large? Is that fair to say?
If memory serves, yes.
December 15, 2015, Los Angeles, California, which is the next page. And you'll see in paragraph 23, in case it refreshes your recollection, there's a specific reference to Rocky. What knowledge do you have about this incident?
Specifically, coming home, I want to say late afternoon, early evening, it was myself and Raquel. Melanie was not present. Amber had not been responding to Raquel for some time. They were supposed to hang out, the three of them. So we let ourselves into PH3 to check on her and make sure everything was okay. When we came inside, the kitchen and the dining table were a mess. Like the kitchen island area, things were strewn about outside of the norm, and there was something written on the counter adjacent to the kitchen sink, like I stated previously, something like "all was such a fraud" or something in that vein. We realized something was off right away. Raquel told me to go back to our place and then booked it upstairs. I didn't hear from her for about 10, 15 minutes, which I was obviously concerned about.
The incident you just testified about, you talked about the kitchen being, with Mr. Chu, about the kitchen being a mess on one incident. Is this the same incident you were referencing?
Correct.
Okay. So I think you testified that when you came in, you saw some writing in the kitchen. I've showed you a document, which is a photograph that we've marked as Drew 10.
Get me to 20 likes, man.
Asked
20
you
likes.
if
Give me the
that's
20
what you
likes,
were
y'all.
referring to earlier.
Yes.
And did you come to learn, Mr. Drew, who had written this language? Is this the kitchen? Withdrawn. Is this the kitchen counter?
It's the kitchen counter next to the kitchen sink.
And this is in the apartment of Ms. Hurd and Mr. Depp?
PH3.
And did you come to learn who had written these words on the kitchen counter?
I'm sure there'll be an objection to this response, but I knew it's his handwriting.
When you use the preposition his in that answer, you meant Mr. Depp?
Correct.
And why, and are you saying that you recognized at the time that it was his handwriting?
Correct.
And how were you able to recognize Mr. Depp's handwriting?
He has a very unique mode of penmanship.
And you had seen that mode of penmanship previously?
Many times.
Can you read what is written on the countertop in Drew 10?
Why be a fraud? All is such bullshit.
Is this, Drew 10, an accurate photograph of what you recall seeing that day?
To my recollection, yes.
Was anything
You
else
pouring up
written on the
espresso?
Not that I remember.
When you saw these, when you came into the apartment and saw the mess in the kitchen and saw these words written on the countertop, were you concerned?
Immediately.
And what were you concerned about?
That something very, very bad had happened.
And that's in part because you assumed immediately that Mr. Depp had written these words?
Yes.
Can you read, you read into the record what it says? Could just correct me if I'm wrong. That little kind of red thing there in the top right-hand corner of the photograph, do you recall, is that a lipstick? Part of a lipstick?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay. At the time, did you have any idea of what this was written in? Do you recall?
Looking at it, I can answer. I don't recall from the time, so I'm going to say no.
And I take it, Mr. Drew, you didn't take this photograph?
No.
Do you know if Rocky did?
I don't know.
And when you say you were concerned that something very bad had happened, what do you mean by that?
You walk into somebody's house and it looks like they vandalized it and things are amiss, or things are strewn about.
Make you feel wow, like wow, what the fuck is going on?
Good.
Did you go anywhere else in Mr. Depp and Ms. Hurd's apartment other than the kitchen that day?
The living room later.
So, again, to the best of your recollection, I understand it's a long time ago, and I understand these aren't exactly happy memories, but can you tell me chronologically what happened? You let yourself into the apartment, you saw this. Just tell me the story again, to the best of your recollection of what happened when.
How I remember it is that like I said, we came home late afternoon, early evening. Hadn't heard from Amber in some time, which was out of character for her. Let ourselves in to go check. Saw that written on the counter. Saw the kitchen amiss. Raquel looked at me and said specifically,
Get the likes up.
Go back to our place.
Give me the 20 likes, y'all.
Upstairs. I was sitting over in PH1 in our apartment, waiting, and I heard from her. Again, I don't remember exactly. I want to say it was about 10 or 15 minutes later. I really don't remember what my response was. I don't remember what transpired after that, other than there was some time that she was over there. I don't remember when or even if Melanie came over at any point during that evening.
What do you recall about that?
And I remember it specifically because she had pretty significant visible facial injuries and didn't know if she was going to be in a state to do it, or didn't know whether she was even going to have the physical appearance to be able to do it.
Okay, when you say these things, first of all, she in those statements is Amber Heard, correct?
Yes.
Did you see Ms. Heard's face that day?
Yes.
Do you have good vision?
I didn't have glasses and I didn't need them then, so yes.
So I'm handing you a document that was marked as 211. You can see from the top page it was attached to Ms. Heard's affidavit. Declaration is Exhibit 13. And I want you to look at the photos of Ms. Heard's face and tell the jury, Mr. Drew, if those were consistent with what you observed on her face that day.
It is. I was with Raquel when she took the pictures.
And the pictures were taken, what, on Raquel's iPhone or photo camera?
To my recollection, yes, they could have been taken on Amber's phone, so there wouldn't be any potential accusation of bias or anything like that.
And you described earlier to Mr. Chu that there was, as I recall, kind of color under both of her eyes.
Get the likes up on your way in. Hit the like button for the Bossmack Topsoil.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey man, I ain't trying to hate, but the bitch look good right there. And I mean, you know, if that's a beat up white bitch, man, come on, man.
That day, this injury on Ms. Hurst's
That's a beat up white bitch.
In December 2015.
I did.
Come on, man.
And you said before you were there when Ms. Pennington was taking the photos?
Yes.
There's a couple more photos in there. It looks like there's a busted lip. See those photos?
Yes.
Do you recall seeing that personally on Ms. Hurst's face that day?
Honestly, I don't remember without looking at this photo, so I'm more comfortable saying I don't know.
Mr. Drew, were you there? Do you just refresh your recollection? You were there when all of these photos were taken, or just the photos of the face?
I can't say definitively.
Okay. But there's some photos you were there for that are here.
Correct.
But at least some of the photos in Drew 11, you recall being there and personally observing Ms. Pennington take them.
Correct.
And are you aware of any efforts by Rocky or anyone else to manipulate the photos that were taken that day with Photoshop or any other method of changing a photograph?
If I had any knowledge of that or even suspected it, this would be a very different interview.
It's a deposition, but yes.
Or a very different deposition, whatever.
I'm going to turn now to the incident on April 21, 2016, in connection with Ms. Heard's birthday party. I guess it was her 30th birthday party. What I'd like, if you can, Mr. Drew, is for you to tell me in your own words, again, separate and apart from anything that's in Ms. Heard's declaration, what you recall happening that day and what you did, saw, and observed.
So memory serves, it was Amber's 30th birthday. She wanted to have a dinner party at the apartments, just close friends, and I offered to cook dinner for everybody.
You know, when a bitch turned 30, she depressed.
There had been some mention that he had appointments or he had some things, but that he would be there, and so on and so forth. I really don't recall specifically who the appointments with, what they were for, what time they were.
Get the lights up.
Quite frankly, any talk of schedule with either Amber or Johnny was pretty much moot, to be very honest. Everybody arrived. We were sort of, I think we waited for a little bit of time, expecting him to show up. And at a certain point, I don't know who made the decision. They're just like, let's sit down and have dinner. He'll get here whenever he gets here. And we had the party in PH5. We sat outside.
Johnny Depp be moving like a king out there on them. I get there when I get
not
there.
Not the end of the evening, but pretty close to.
Y'all in my shit, though.
Again, this is just my observation, but it appeared that he was inebriated in some way. I won't say whether he'd been drinking on pills or whatever it was, but it did have the appearance that he was inebriated in some way.
He could be high if he want to. Come on now.
She did not react to it.
She being
Amber, yeah, played nice. He sat down, and honestly, the rest of the evening was quite pleasant. He does what he always does when he comes and sits down at dinners, put on a show and connect with everybody and, be entertaining.
Great guy. Great guy.
You would have never known that there was an issue.
Johnny Depp is a great guy. What's the fuck?
I didn't hear anything until the next morning. And I knew that there was a scramble. The girls were leaving the next day for Coachella, which I did not attend with.
A scramble. The bitches leaving the
All I
Coachella.
knew was that they had gotten in a pretty big argument, but because of the rush to get out that day, I didn't really get too many stories about it.
You cooked the dinner that night?
Correct.
What'd you cook?
Oh, I don't remember that. Actually, I do remember.
What'd you cook?
I made tacos, actually. Don't ask me why I remember what I made, but I did it. Amber she wanted Mexican food, so I did a big Mexican script.
When you say that when Mr. Depp walked in,
everybody is slaves to them.
Was his voice?
Everybody is a slave.
Because I had come to know him pretty well at that point, he was pretty good at hiding it with people who didn't know him all that well. But you could sort of see that if you spend enough time around with him, you could see the little ticks, slurring his words a little bit extra.
Everybody's studying Johnny all hard. Get the likes up. Studying the money.
Just gregarious and loose. It's not his normal mode.
He just living and everybody's studying Jack Sparrow.
Go back into what I'm going to refer to as the poop incident.
Let's go.
I think you testified earlier that you observed on a number of occasions dog poop or dog pee in Mr. Depp and Ms. Hurt's apartment. Is that correct?
In perpetuity.
When you say in perpetuity, what do you mean?
It's pretty much constant. I've cleaned up my fair share in that apartment.
Wow, everybody's a slave to Johnny. Clean up the dog shit while you're here.
They weren't trained at all. They had their run and
Clean up the dog shit while you're here.
a day sometimes, and if there was nobody there to take care of them, and at some point there was pee and poop on everything, couches,
Pee and
sofas,
poop on everything.
chairs.
How white people live, and I'm not being racist.
May 21 incident, which is covered up.
Pee and poop on everything, and then they're rich. Jesus Christ.
This is from Drew 7.
PH 1, 2, and 3. Penthouse 1, 2, and 3. Johnny Depp taking care of everybody.
The story of your role, what you saw, what you observed, what you did, chronologically in connection with this incident.
I don't remember what day of the week it was. It was either a Friday or Saturday. I want to say it was a Saturday because I was not in the office. Raquel had her first jewelry show the next day, and the plan was for her and her friend Liz, who would come over to help her specifically get set up for this. Amber was around. They were going to sit in PH5 and do yoga and paint and make necklaces and things like that. And I was sort of in and out most of the day.
Do yoga,
hanging out with
paint,
them.
and
pretty
make
rapidly
necklaces.
thereafter, I don't think it was more than like 10 or 15 minutes before I heard a door open in the hallway. And then a couple seconds later, I heard a really, really loud slam, which I later learned was a wine bottle being smashed into our door at PH1. And then I heard keys jingling and Johnny shouting at one of his security to open this. Is it all right if I swear? I mean, I'm telling you here. That's okay.
You should say the words exactly as they were said.
As I remember, he said, "Open this fucking door, get me in here." And he came in, caught eyes with me right away, and beeline for me, screaming, cursing, spitting in my face. I walked calmly to leave, realized that I'd forgotten my keys and the dog, so I turned around and walked back to go get both. He stayed and followed with me, walking, pacing, screaming, cursing, spitting in my face, and I left calmly. At that point, Liz was still in the apartment.
What the fuck?
And the last look I saw of her is
that's because you was there, bro.
And went upstairs to hide from him.
Had Mr. Depp ever done this to you before?
No.
Yeah, they all on drugs.
Did he?
He was living with his bitch.
Was he to you?
This is a dude that's living with his bitch under Johnny.
Close enough for it to be aggressive.
So that means the bitch is really Johnny's bitch too.
And
you feel me?
You said that you originally
I hope y'all
heard
feel
him
that.
say, open the fucking door. When he was spitting and screaming at you, what you were coming saying?
Couldn't tell you. Honestly, it sounded like gibberish at that point. I don't
Yeah,
think
you got to
hearing
get checked,
anything. It
bro.
was just,
Like you in the house with these
get the hell
bitches.
out of here
You shouldn't
without
be
something
there.
else happening.
You shouldn't be
Quite
there,
frankly,
bro.
like, even though he's standing there in front of my face, he's also got, two bodyguards right there with him that are bigger than me. What's really going to happen here?
What were you feeling when this was going on? I'm trying to.
I mean,
That you was getting checked.
I don't think, honestly, I didn't feel threatened.
You
I'll
gotta
say that
get
flat
out.
It seemed really, really silly. I wasn't really surprised. I just wanted to get out and make sure that the girls were okay.
And sometimes
I just want to make sure the bitches was okay.
From performing on a stage and there's...
He wasn't like actively spitting in my face. It was just the nature of how close he was.
It's just because you in his house and these bitches is here and you with this bitch. You one of the bitches.
So you go get your keys. You guys have your own dog, I take it?
Yes.
You got your dog. You go out. What happens next?
I walked out into the hallway, and to be very, very candid, I don't remember in this instance whether I went to PH.
Oh, these remoras, Johnny Depp, like these remoras is on me. These remoras.
Whether they came to me, I really don't remember that sequence of events offhand.
Oh, get the likes up. Let me know where you're tapping in from. Let me know what city you're in.
I remember first speaking to them specifically in PH1 in our place, but how it is we got there, I don't remember. I remember Depp bolting the door, and Amber was like catatonic. She was just like 1,000 yards there, just done.
That's because Amber is a brazy bitch.
And I was like, just what the fuck just happened?
She's a brazy bitch.
She started to recount a little bit, and I went right out the door and started banging on the door to do something regrettable.
We almost at 20 likes.
Just so I understand that you banged on the door.
PH5.
I'm going to go to Drew 1, if you don't mind. Your incredible architectural drawing, Mr. Drew. So tell me where you are, where he was, where you went.
I was in here when Johnny came in. Doors right here.
The witness should reflect, the record should reflect the witness putting to PH5.
Door was right there. This is in PH5. The living room's a little bit larger. I came out of the door to PH1, right smack in the middle, and I went back, started banging on the door to PH5, assuming he was still in there, but they were already gone.
So what sparked you to go back to try to go after Mr. Depp was hearing from Rocky that Mr. Depp had pushed her.
Correct.
As opposed to Ms. Hurd.
Correct.
By the time you got over there, he had already left.
Yes.
You said that Amber, when you saw them, that Amber and Rocky, I think you said Amber seemed catatonic.
Yeah, she was just a ghost.
Look at Amber.
How did Rocky seem?
Marilyn Monroe shit.
From what I remember, sort of like when somebody's coming down from an adrenaline rush. She was just sort of like, she didn't really know what to do. Couldn't sit still, just sort of standing there and shaking.
So after you had gone to try to find Johnny, he'd already left. What happened next?
I went right back to the girls to make sure that they were okay after my own little selfish outburst.
No doubt the highlight was Amber on the stand.
They were still in my apartment. I came in. Amber had started to come out of it a little bit. Raquel had started to calm down a little bit. I started to get a little bit of information as to what happened. The thing I remember most distinctly was that Amber had Johnny's cell phone in her hand, so I took it from her.
Damn.
And when did you first learn about the police?
We were in PH1. I believe at that point when I came back upstairs, Amber was already on the phone with her attorney.
Already on the phone with her attorney.
Is that the first time you saw the damage in her place, or had you already seen it?
Already on the phone with her attorney. A fight with your bitch at the crib. Arguing, and a bitch is on the phone with her attorney.
We took photos of the damage inside. And I want to say the first responders came pretty shortly thereafter. Maybe, again, I'm really guessing here. I want to say 20 or 30 minutes at the most.
Wow.
The first set of police officers who were there, how long do you recall them staying?
Maybe 15 minutes. I was asked to greet the officers specifically because Amber didn't want to file a report, and I said that I would speak to them to see if I could, get them to leave, say that everything's okay, even though honestly we all knew that there was no way they could do that. I told her that I would go and greet them first.
Okay, so two questions. Why did you know that there was no way they could do that? Let me ask you that question first.
Survivor of domestic violence myself.
What was your understanding of why she didn't want to have him?
She was still protecting him.
What else, if anything,
Damn,
Mr. Drew?
Now he seemed like he against Johnny.
Hispanic police officer.
It seemed like he was on Johnny's side, but now it's turning against Johnny.
I remember I was the one who walked them through PH3 where the original incident had occurred. I showed them the broken glass. They had already walked over the wine stain in the hallway, or the big spill of wine, and I showed them the bolt in the door. You could see looked like the bottom of a wine bottle. I took them into PH5 and showed them through. Their communication to me throughout was me just pointing things out to them. The Caucasian police officer pulled me outside solo. I can't say what happened internally, so I don't know whether anybody was in earshot, whether it was just Amber and the officer having a one-on-one, or whether there was anybody else around them. I don't know what was said either, specifically outside of what I might have heard secondhand, which has already been talked about ad nauseum.
You have in front of you, Mr. Drew, a series of photographs that we've marked as Drew 13. And I think I'm just going to take you through them one by one, if that's okay with you. And I'm going to ask you if you remember, if you can tell me what these photos are.
These are photos taken of her the night of the incident.
Who took the photos?
Some were taken by me, some were taken by Raquel.
And when you say
damn, he participated in the photo.
And are you sitting here today? Can you distinguish which were taken by you and which were taken by?
No.
Were you present when they were all taken?
I can't say that definitively.
Okay. Were you present when photos were taken of Ms. Heard's face, like you see on the first page of this?
Yes.
Give me that 20 of like up there, somebody.
Ms. Heard's face on May 21, consistent with your recollection of what her face looked like?
Yes.
And am I correct that unlike, it's a little hard to see because there's shadow on the right, but unlike the prior incident,
Is that a
we
beat
looked
up
at
white
where there
girl
were
right
photos,
there?
here the injury looks like it's mostly on one side.
Correct.
Let's look at
Has
the
she
next
been
photo.
slapped by a man with rings?
If you can identify what that is.
These are pictures pulled off the wall and placed onto their bed in their bedroom.
Let's go to the next photo where it's clearer. Do you recall seeing this on the night of May 21?
Yes, this is on the column in PH5 going up the stairs.
And the glass on the pictures was shattered?
Yes.
Starting with the first photo of Ms. Heard's face, is that what Ms. Heard's face looked like when the police arrived?
Yes.
With the next photo of the pictures on the bed and the broken picture frame on the wall, did you show these to you personally show these to the first group of police officers that night?
Honestly, this one, I really can't say whether I did show them to the officers. I don't recall this.
It's just so the record is clear, you're pointing to the photos on the bed.
Correct.
What about the photos on the wall?
The third photo, yes, I showed them personally.
For the photos on the wall, you had been in the apartment prior to this?
Yes.
Was the glass broken when you had last been in the apartment? Okay. Go to the next one.
This is broken glass. I believe this is from the landing directly beneath the photo shown in the third photo.
And it's a landing on a staircase?
Yes.
Did you show, was that photo taken by either you or Rocky?
Yes.
Did you show that glass to the police officers who came, the first group of police officers who came that night?
Yes, I did.
Next photo. I take it even I can figure that out. That's the stairway, I think? And that photo was again taken by either you or Rocky?
Correct.
Was the broken glass on the stairway depicted in this photograph showed to the first group of police officers that night?
Yes, it was.
What's the next photo?
This is the hallway where there would have been spilled wine right outside the door of PH1.
And do you see spilled wine in this photo?
Yes.
Can you indicate for the record where that is?
Here and here and here.
He's pointing to the sort of middle of the photograph on the right side, on the floor, on the stripes.
And was this a photograph taken by either you or your then wife?
Yes.
And did the police officers, the first group of police officers who came, see this on that evening?
They would have walked through it before they even got to the door.
But that's not something you showed them?
No.
Last photo in the series? Can you tell me what that is? Sorry.
That is a wine bottle and spilled wine on the floor.
Is this a photo that was taken by either you or Rocky?
Yes.
Is this something that you showed the first group of police officers that evening?
Yes.
Which apartment is this in?
I believe this is in PH5.
Hit the lights on the way in.
Which room?
In the living room.
As I asked with the other series of photos that we saw, first of all, are you aware of anyone who made any efforts to Photoshop?
Hit the lights on the way in. Let me know where you tapping in from, what city.
The incident and the circumstances look worse than they were.
Not to my knowledge.
Did you have any understanding that evening that looking at the first photo of Ms. Heard's face that anyone had somehow put makeup on her face to make it look like she had an injury under her eye?
No.
With respect to these photographs generally that we've looked at in Drew 13, was there any effort to stage the photographs in any way?
Absolutely not.
And do you know how the photographs got ultimately to Ms. Heard?
I do not.
So I think you testified earlier with Mr. Chu, Mr. Drew, so I have rhyming here, that you were in contact in the building with Ms. Heard on the day of May 22nd.
Yes.
And I'll represent to you that the photos in Drew 14 were taken on that day. Sitting here today, do you know who took these photos?
We're talking about the two I have in front of me right now?
Yeah.
It was either me or Raquel.
Is this consistent with your recollection of how Ms. Heard looked the next day on May 22nd?
Yes.
Did you see Ms. Heard's face on May 22nd?
Yes.
Did you or your ex-wife take photos of Ms. Heard's face on that day?
Yes, to my recollection.
And similar to questions I've asked in the past, was any effort made to stage those photos in any way?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Was any effort made to put makeup on Ms. Heard's face to make the injuries look redder or more serious?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Were you paid by this? Were you paid for this testimony?
Was any manipulation of the photos done either using Photoshop or any other similar method?
Not to my knowledge.
Were you paid for this?
I'm showing you a document.
Were you paid for this
marked as,
testimony?
Drew 18. I'm directing your attention to the photos there and asking if you can identify where these photos were taken.
The photo on the first page, honestly, I'm not sure. I don't really remember which stairwell this was from which penthouse.
Each penthouse had a stairwell?
Yes.
Okay. Next one.
Both of these photos are taken from PH5, where Amber's closet was located, or what Amber used as her closet, I should say.
Next page, same thing, Amber's closet.
Same thing.
Next page, at least the top one.
The top one, same.
Bottom photo on that page.
Bottom photo is taken from...
Hit the lights on the way in.
On the stairwell of PH5 towards the kitchen, towards the Broadway side.
Oh shit, I got a piss.
And the next page just seems like similar copies. Were you ever made aware, Mr. Drew, of anyone destroying Amber Heard's closet this way?
Not to my knowledge.
Are you aware of any efforts between and among Rocky Pennington, Io Tillett, Melanie Iglesias, Elizabeth Mars, or Amanda DeCadenet to, quote, get their story straight?
Not to my knowledge.
Have you had any outreach from any of those people that I just mentioned to you to coordinate your story or your recollection or your testimony about the things you've testified here today?
No. I did receive a phone call from IO, I want to say maybe 3 months ago. That was to catch up.
And did you discuss during that phone conversation your recollection of the events that we've been discussing?
No.
You testified
Yes, indeed.
that the dogs were too small to climb the stairs. Is that
Correct.
And if the dogs, in fact, were too small to climb the stairs, how would they be able to jump on the bed?
One of them was not.
So it's your testimony that one of the dogs had the ability to climb the stairs and jump on the bed, and the other had neither.
Correct.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the testimony of that witness. So we'll go ahead and have our lunch break. Again, during your hour lunch break, do not discuss the case with anybody and don't do any outside research, okay? Thank you. We'll see you in an hour.
Oh, man. That wasn't as exciting as the first day of Amber testimony, but I'm going to tell you, man, we here for y'all niggas, man. We going to come back. We going to come back after the break. What's your feelings?
All right, so we'll come back at 1:45 then. Is that fine?
I like what she got on today, though. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
I said
Man,
1:45, so we'll take
I don't know, man.
All right, thank you.
Her cleavage look more up right now. She got that Marilyn Monroe look going right now. She seems like her titties is bigger. You know, the hair is more golden. You know, and if you look at the courtroom, she really like stands out in there. Like, really like a Hollywood bitch, man. For real. So we're going to come back after the lunch break, man, and tap in. I appreciate niggas coming in, man. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate niggas coming in, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Look like Johnny Depp got a lot of people hanging around the crib. Just some hanging around people, man, and now that's coming back to haunt him. All them hanging arounds is coming back to haunt a nigga. You know what I mean? All that hanging around is coming back to haunt a nigga. Let's see what we got out there, what's going on, if we could tap into a little something before we leave. Elon Musk coming through. Do you think Elon Musk was fucking with her because she was fucking with Johnny Depp? Or do you think he was fucking with her because he was fucking with her? I don't know, man. That's a dangerous bitch. She probably could do so much sexual things, man. That's probably what it is, man. That's probably what it is, man, you know. Blesses everybody. I appreciate y'all fucking with the BossMackTopSoil today, man. We doing live trial coverage, man. Just, you know, watching some treacherous shit happen to Jack Sparrow out here. You feel me? But, yeah, man. It's a beautiful situation. Let me see what we got popping. Let's see if we could, tap into some stuff. See what's going on out there. Stop that. Let's see what's going on out there. Like I said, everybody, I want everybody right now, man, everybody in the building, everybody right now to go over and check out Bompton Boogaloo. Go check out Boogaloo on Hood Vlogs. Check him out on Hood Vlogs, him and Lil L, him and Luck JR. On Hood Vlogs. Welcome to Bompton's most notorious Pyru set. Tap into Boogaloo. You have seen him on the Bossmack podcast, my co-host, the dude that comes in and helps the Bossmack the most, my guy. Gonna have him in to talk about all that. You know that nigga be out there in the trenches. And you see that park where he's at in this right here, that park. I coach basketball in that park. I coach youth basketball in that park. It's beautiful. All right. And you know what? I wanna tap into the new Picasso video before we leave up out of here. I'm just gonna go ahead and play that. I'm just gonna go ahead and go through that, man, because Picasso dropped a new joint. Let me get that in for you. Picasso dropped a new joint. It's kind of somber, but it's still bars. You know what I'm saying? He's still showing you great bars, great bar work. I think you guys are going to be hearing a lot from, a whole lot from Picasso in the futures. Let me see if I can get that. So 150. 150 is the street that Picasso lives on. Okay, let me see if I can get that going, and we'll turn down the music, the background music. All right, and we're ready to check out some Picasso right here, you guys. Let me just get a man some shine. Y'all go through and let me I gotta bring that shit back up again. Bear with me, gentlemen. Bear with me and we get it up. Hold on, let me get it up. See, I got to get faster. I got to get faster with my navigate through shit. You feel me? Like, no. Let's see if we could. Bear with me, I'm pull up this Picasso, man, right quick, man. Before we get up out of here, man, let's check out some Picasso. Picasso 150. There we go, let's get it up. Oh, shit. I'm tripping. Gotta do better. Gotta do better. Gotta do better. Okay. Gotta do better. YouTube. No, that's me right there. Okay. No, that's YouTube. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's check out Picasso. Let's check this out. Good bars right there from Picasso. One of Bompton's finest. One of Bompton's finest. Yes, indeed. It'll give you what you need with speed. Yeah, man. That's the bro. Bless Picasso, man. Bless that nigga, man.
Anger increases.
Bless that guy, you know. All right, we're going to be back after lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. The Top Mac Nigga Show is a Boss Mac Industries production.